They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in a car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 79 yards. And the Packers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Hold the stick.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now when these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try to keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now the first play of the drive there is... So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. Fournette, a first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Second and 3. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Back to throw now on first down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up in. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 26 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this throw caught left side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They're going to try and throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there. but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't seem...
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Opting to run again here with White. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and
I am.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll look to throw. It's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bucks try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, but they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Room here to run. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so. Right now, something more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Shaquille Barrett drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's taken on the 25. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. White, he'll try the left side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, a run from White. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland, and the Packers are going to take possession. At their own 47-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hurry, hurry!
2nd and 4. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Trap 50, trap 50!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 47 yards. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 5. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Packers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 8. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Complete right side to Otten.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guy.
Under pressure, and down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.